Hey guys, I'm back. Happy Tuesday. I hope you got a chance to read pages 5 through 7, I believe. Yes. Hope you got a chance to read pages 5 through 7. I'm really excited to be talking about cause and effect today. But before we do that, I wanted to look at these first two sentences first and kind of have a conversation about them. Okay, let's go to page 9. Okay, I'm going to read this sentence out loud, and I want you to really think of the word that is highlighted. Okay, what is that word representing? Okay, here I have their white fur. Their white fur also helps them blend into the snow, making it easier for them to stalk their prey. Now, which "their" are they talking about? Or who are they talking about? Polar bears, right? And the reason why I know that is the sentence before says polar bear fur is waterproof. And so if I would replace polar bear with "their," it should make sense. So let's see. Polar bear white fur also helps them to blend into the snow, making it easier for them to stalk polar bear's prey. Now, yes, that does make sense, although it does sound a little bit silly. That "there" represents polar bears. Okay, now let's go look at this "there," or this sentence. Okay, yet despite the region's harsh conditions, one inhabitant lives there year-round. Okay, which "there" is it talking about? Well, I know from my prior knowledge that this entire section is about tundra. The tundra, where everything is happening, where all this is happening. That's the setting, where all this is taking place. So let's see. Despite the region's harsh conditions, one inhabitant lives there year-round. So "there" would be in the tundra. Okay? Now, I want to write those two words down, there and there. Okay, and I want you to tell me what you notice about them. Okay, look at these two words. Okay, these two words is there and there. What are some things that you notice? Well, I notice that they sound exactly the same. There, there. Okay, I also notice that they're both spelled differently. Okay, although they sound exactly the same and they say the same word, they are spelled differently and they have different meanings. So when something sounds the same, when words sound the same but are spelled differently and have different meanings, that is called a homophone. Okay, now we talked about these throughout the school year. This week we're just going to focus on there and there. This first "there" is talking about location. And the reason why I know that is when I read my sentence, if I go back to my sentence, yet despite the region's harsh conditions, one inhabitant lives there year-round. So that is location. So next to here, this is telling me the different types of location. Okay, or your pen is over there. Okay. This "there" talks about ownership. Okay. Whenever the proof for this that I would use, first I'm going to put ownership. Okay. Now, when it goes into homophones, we like to use things that are called proofs to prove that your answer is right. Now, the proof for this "there" is here. Okay, so if I go replace here with "there," it should make sense. Let's go see. Yet despite the region's harsh conditions, one inhabitant lives here year-round. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So that is the correct "there." Okay? Now let's go look at this one. Let's figure out the proof for this really quick. The proof for this "there" is hour. Okay, so let's go replace hour with that. Our white fur also helps them to blend in the snow, making it easier for them to stalk our prey. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Okay, so always keep in mind that a homophone, they sound the same, but they're spelled differently and have different meanings. Okay, this week we are focusing on "there" and "there. You won't have an assignment for word work this week, but you will have a couple of questions on Thursday about the difference between "there" and "there. Okay, so please remember your proofs, here and hour. Now let's focus back into our skill for the week, which is cause and effect. Okay, let's take a look at what cause and effect is really quick before we go on to actually trying it out. Okay, remember that a cause is the why, the reason why something happened. Okay, the effect is the what, the results until what had happened. Okay, so our example yesterday was I hit a ball through the window. Okay, what was the cause for that? Well, I swung the ball too late, or I was playing too close to the window. That's the why. Okay, now what was the effect because you hit the ball through the window? Well, I had to say sorry, or I had to fix and pay for the window. Okay, so that's what cause and effect is. All right, now I want to go look at page 5 in your book. And I'm going to just read this short little section to you guys, okay? So it says tundra, winter versus summer. So you should have already read this section, but I'm just going to go ahead and read it to you with this one little piece today. During much of the year, the temperature in the tundra is extremely low, well below freezing. Winter lasts for more than 6 months, and for several weeks during that time, the sun never rises above the horizon. The soil just below the surface remains permanently frozen throughout the year. And to make conditions even harsher, there are no barriers like trees or hills to slow down the cold winds that sweep across the ice and snow-covered land. Okay, so we're going to look at some different causes and some different effects in here. Okay, I'm first going to start off with, so we know it's cold, right? So we know it's super cold in the tundra. Okay, well, why? Why is it super cold in the tundra? Okay, so again, I started off with my statement. It's cold in the tundra. Okay, why? What's the why? What's the cause? Well, the cause would be the temperature in the tundra is extremely low. So we're going to go take a look at what your assignment's going to look like so you can kind of see how I'm doing it so you can do it easily. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Okay, so here's what it's going to look like. You'll be given your PowerPoint slide with the definition and the example, and then it'll go into the example. The first one I'm going to do for you, and the second one you'll have to do on your own, okay? Okay, so let's take a look. It says, as you read, list the causes in the left-hand column and the effects on the right-hand column. Okay, why? We know the tundra is cold. Okay, well, why? Why is the tundra cold? So here I have why, the reason or reasons the tundra is cold. I added this right here because this helps me. So I'm going to say because temperatures in the tundra is extremely low, well below freezing. Okay, so again, the reason why it's cold in the tundra is because temperatures in the tundras are extremely low. They're well below freezing. Okay, now what would the effect be? What are the results because it is so, the temperatures are so low and well below freezing? So let's go take a look at the book. Okay, so it says winter lasts more than 6 months. So I could put that as one of my effects. I could put winter lasts more than 6 months because of that. Okay, but there's actually an underlying result here, a reason what really does happen, and it's right here. The soil just below the surface remains permanently frozen throughout the year. So that's the reason because of that is because of the low temperatures. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to ask myself, I'm going to put it in a sentence form to help me. Because temperatures in the tundra is extremely low, well below freezing, soil below the surface remains frozen. Okay, so there's my cause, and there's my effect, my results, my what happens because the temperatures are super low? Well, the soil below the surface remains frozen. Okay, so your assignment for today is going to be to answer this bottom one, but I'm going to actually give you the cause. Okay, so I am going to give you your effect, which you can see here, but before that, I'm going to give you your actual assignment for today. Okay, your assignment is to read pages 8 through 11. Okay, so let's go take a look at that. Pages 8, this is page 8. Sorry, this is page 8. So the section you're going to be reading is Built to Survive. So let's see if those polar bears are built to survive. So page 8, 9, 10, and 11. You're going to read those pages, and then you're going to go to your Google Slides, and you're going to answer this effect. Okay, so you're going to complete this statement. It says, because the average summer temperatures remains above freezing, what ends up happening? Okay, so what are the results for that? So again, because the average summer temperatures remains above freezing, what ends up happening? And I'm going to show you what page you're going to look at for that. You're going to go look at page 6 to help you find your answer. Okay, so again, you are reading pages 8 through 11 for tomorrow's assignment, and then you are going to complete your Tuesday assignment by using page 6 to help you answer that. Okay, so again on page 6, right here it says, it has your cause, right? This is where I got the cause. The average temperature remains above freezing. Okay, well, what's the result of that? What ends up happening? Okay, so you're going to read this paragraph right here, and you're going to tell me what ends up happening because the average temperature remains above freezing during this summer season. Okay? All right, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to read this statement. Look on page 6. I even put that here for you. I'll put, look on page 6. You're going to type up your answer, and you're going to submit it to your teacher. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!